the season over in the Vanarama National League, as of course we saw an 11-goal thriller. That's right, 6-5 win for Bromley FC. How did it pan out? We'll take a little look. Nick! Today we look forward to matchday number 38 over in the Vanarama National League. We'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe and get you back up to all things Vanarama National League related. Blackpool Rovers, how we got all here under one Rooski. Goodness gracious me, what a thriller down in Wales. That's right, 6-5 win, of course, for Ryan Reynolds' boys. Of course, as they came from behind, I think it was 2-0 down, or they took a 2-0 lead, 5-2 down, 6-5 win. Goodness gracious me, we'll look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, the other patrons, guys. Thank you for looking, of course, behind the scenes. But anyway, let's get into it. Of course, take a look at how that result has, of course, panned out and, of course, affected the table. So here we go. So let's take a look at the results. Here they come. Altrincham picked up a 1-0 win over Aldershot. Wow, we all got the one bang on the nose. Meanwhile, Eastleigh picked up a 2-0 loss against Stockport County, 2-2 for me. Meanwhile, Woking did lose to Solihull 3-2 in the end. Not too shabby on my eyes as well. Grimsby picked up a 2-1 win over Dagenham, and Redbridge, look at me, take a bloody picture. That's right, 4 pickaroos out of 4. Meanwhile, Lynn did, of course, break my back there, of course, with the 2 to win themselves. Goodness gracious me, I went the other way. Maidenhead, of course, lost as well to Barnet, 2-1 there. Notts County, though, a draw against Chesterfield. Torquay United with a 3-0 win over Weymouth, got that one pretty much close to the money. Of course, Wealdstone with a draw against Bromley. However, it is 6-5 win. However, the 3-0 win, but of course 6-5. Good fight from Dover, but unfortunately it didn't get result in the end. And Yeovil, 2-0 winners over Southend United. Let's take a little look at, of course, how that panned out the table. And as you can see, Wrexham are up there into second spot, but that means nothing. Absolutely nothing, of course. They've got to get top bids to get promoted second. Just gives you a bit of a boosty bonus, as, of course, you get into the latter stages of the playoffs. And, of course, so will third place Chesterfield at the moment. But, of course, a lot of games to be played. And 2 games, I think, or at least 1 game in hand for Wrexham. They can put them up to 72 points. But, of course, is it too little, too late for them as they try to make their push towards the League 2, of course. But anyway, down the foot of the table, of course, Dover are going down, of course. We already know about that. Weymouth probably going to join them, maybe. Kingsland as well. It looks like it's pretty much done and dusted down the foot of the table. But again, the race for the playoffs is still hot on track. And of course, where are they? Boreham would have got at least 4 games in hand on some of the teams above them. So they could still make a push themselves, despite being in a right old rut of form. Anyway, let's take a look at, of course, how we got on. I think I did pretty well, but James BTC, are great, and of course Russell Frost with 7 bins there. Well done to you guys for kicking ass and taking aim this past week. What's that done to the mini leaderboard then? This is for the second half of the season, and of course Deep Out the Great is running away with it. Of course, 85 points for you, sir. Well done. And of course, well done to everybody else for pickaroos as well. Jimmy Wotton's in there twice, so realistically he'll be on to 67 points, but it doesn't really change his ranking there. But you know what I mean. Of course, if you want to get involved, it's free. cut/non-league. Of course, we are heading into the back end of the season. Of course, we do have, I think, a month and a bit left. So get in amongst it, have a bit of fun, get in. And again, we are here at the dawn of a new month here, of course, and we're going to be looking at the month of April. But who actually won the month of March? Particularly the month, it can be one person or multiple people, and of course, you can win multiple months, and it has been the case here across the leagues anyway. That some people are winning multiple months, but of course, in this month, in the month of March, in the National League, it is James BC FC. Great, well done to you, sir. Wow. Let's take a look at, of course, how it looks in, of course, the Predictor of the Month awards over the course of the months. Deep Out the Great has been multiple winners. Of course, he's picked up 3 of them. Frosty's got a couple in there as well, and of course, James BC FC are great is up there with his first award of the season. So well done to you. And again, we do have to go back and add up September's. I'll get there. I will get there, guys. And of course, Hiss is the master leaderboard then, who is actually kicking ass and taking names. It's about 95% correct. In fact, probably 98% correct. But we do have a race on our hands. There's 3 of you. Deep Out the Great is up there. James BC FC are great up there, and Russell Frost is up there as well. As they are, it is between those 3. I'll give you that. Realistically, though, it could be between the top 5. Of course, there's only a small amount of years that I'll continue to predict here, because it seems to be a very, very limited race. But of course, it is 3 years are really duking it out, and of course, we're going to have a tight end. We'll probably have a tighter race here than we do actually here in the league. So well done to Deep at the Great for the minute, but of course it could all change right here, right now with these next round of matches, of course. So take a look at, of course, the Pickaroos. This is the link here, Cutty/Non-League. So these are the games, of course, and they're coming at you on the weekend. That's the 2nd of April. That's right. Of course, we'll kick it all off with Aldershot up against Eastleigh. Now, these two sides have, of course, played each other around about 16 times in 2014. 3 for Aldershot, 8 for Eastleigh, and 5 draws, of course. Eastleigh, though, just 1 win and 6 of them, 17% form up against the Aldershot side, who haven't won in the last 8 games. Wow. Last time they played each other in Aldershot was a 3-1 win for Eastleigh. That was back in May 2021. And they also played each other this season in Eastleigh. It was a 3-0 win for Aldershot way back in, of course, December 2021. Aldershot, of course, coming into this on the back of a 1-0 loss to Altrincham and haven't scored in the last 4 games. Wow. Eastleigh, of course, back-to-back games without scoring a goal themselves. Of course, 2-0 loss to Stockport last time around. The odds for this one, though, go in favour of Aldershot. They are the favourites on this one, and I'm going to give it to them as well. 1-0 win in the end. Next up, of course, we have Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood, of course, need to start winning some games in hand. Of course, coming at you up against Woking. That's right. Now, these two sides have played each other 17 times in 2010. 6 wins for Boreham Wood, 4 wins for Woking, and 7 draws, of course. Boreham Wood, though, coming to this on the back of what we're looking at here, and won the last 6 games, 17% form for them right now, up against a Woking side, of course, just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form for them in the moment. Of course, last time they played each other in Boreham Wood, it was a 1-0 win for Boreham Wood. That was back in, of course, October 2020. The reverse fixture in Woking was a 2-0 win for Boreham Wood as well. In fact, of the last 4 games, of course, Boreham Wood unbeaten against Woking, and of course haven't conceded a goal against them as well. Wow. Of course, Boreham Wood, though, haven't scored in 3 games in a row. Of course, in the Vanarama National League, of course, losing to Notts County last time round with Woking, losing to Solihull Moors 3-2 last time round as well. The odds on this one, though, go in favour of Boreham Wood despite the recent run of events. And of course, they need a win to get themselves back in the hunt for playoffs as well. So the book is back, of course, Boreham Wood. So do I, with a 2-1 win for them to take it to the house. Next up, of course, we have Bromley up against Altrincham, or do we? I'm not too sure if this game is going to go ahead. I'm hitting a bit of a damp squib on this one. In fact, I think, well, we'll have, where is it? Bromley, there it is. There it bloody is. Now, this game, I don't know. I don't know if it's actually going to go ahead, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Now, these two sides have played each other 5 times in 2015, 3 for Bromley, 1 for Altrincham, and 1 draw, of course. Bromley, though, coming to this on the back of just 1 win and 6 for them, 42% form up against the Altrincham side, just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time they played each other in Bromley was a 3-1 win for Bromley. That's back in February 2021. The reverse fixture in Altrincham was a 1-0 win for Bromley way back in December. Of course, Bromley picking up a 1-1 draw against Wealdstone. Altrincham, though, back-to-back 1-0 wins for them, back-to-back clean sheets, of course. And no bookies odds on this one. And again, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Bromley, of course, who were in the playoffs, of course, for the vast majority of the season. And of course, a win for them this week would see them bounce back as well. Look at the state of me over here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Bromley. You might have seen a lot of pickaroos there, but of course, that's the nature of the beast. Kicking off always Dover, of course, with that close encounter last weekend. Of course, can they get their line this time around with a win over Kings Lynn? Of course, both sides struggling. Of course, Dover down, Kings Lynn pretty much there as well. Now, they played each other 3 times in 2019. No wins for Dover, 3 wins Kings Lynn, and no draws, of course. Dover, they're picking up 5 defeats on the spin, of course, and they actually haven't won the last 9 games against a Kings Lynn side who are actually coming to this 50% form for them, 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. Last time around, of course, they haven't played each other in Dover for a few years anyway, but last time they played each other was, of course, in Kings Lynn back in December 2021. Dover, of course, with a 6-5 loss against Wrexham, and of course, Kings Lynn with a 2-0 win over Halifax Town. Again, I do have odds on this one. Odds go in favour of Kings Lynn, but only just. It's quite tight on the books on this one. I'm going to give it to Dover. Of course, take some inspiration from that close call against Deadpool FC last time around. Next, of course, we have Barnet up against Yeovil coming at you this weekend as well. Now, they've played each other 14 times since 2002. 3 wins for Barnet, 7 wins for Yeovil, and 4 draws, of course. Just 1 win. 1 defeat, the past 4 for Barnet right now, 58% form. Up against, of course, Yeovil side of 1-3 on the bounce, 58% form for them as well. Last time around, over in Barnet, was a 4-1 win for Yeovil. That's back in March 2021. In fact, Yeovil are unbeaten against Barnet over the last 3 games, picking up 3 wins out of 3. Of course, Barnet picked up a 2-1 win over Maidenhead last time around. Of course, Yeovil with a 2-0 win over Southend. Of course, the odds on this one are quite tight, very, very tight, of course, according to the bookies. But of course, the bookies go with Yeovil for the victory on this one, and so do I. 1-0 win for Yeovil to take the 3 points, and of course, keep their hopes for playoffs on the right track. Chesterfield, of course, taking on Grimsby, a bit of a crunchy one. This one now, these two sides have played 13 times in 2003. 4 wins for Chesterfield, 7 wins for Grimsby, and 2 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for Chesterfield right now. However, just 1 win in 5 for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Up against Grimsby Town side, of course, what are we looking at here? Just 1 defeat in the past 4 for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Last time they played each other over in Chesterfield, it was a 2-0 win for Grimsby. That was back in December 2018 in the FA Cup. Last time they played each other in Chesterfield in the league was a 3-1 win for Grimsby back in August 2017. However, last time they played each other in the reverse fixture in Grimsby was early in the season. season back in December. That was a 1-0 win for Chesterfield as well. Chesterfield picking up a draw against Notts County last time around. Grimsby with a 2-1 win over Dagenham last time around. The odds go in favour of Chesterfield here. That's the bookies gone. I'm going to go with them as well with the 2-1 win. Chesterfield take the L on this one. Next, of course, we have Weymouth against Wrexham in the Battle of the W's. That's right, coming at you. Maybe. I don't know, of course. But I believe it's actually scheduled on the 26th of April, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Pleasure the 5 times 2008, 5 wins for Wrexham, nothing for Weymouth, and 0 draws. Weymouth, though, haven't won the last 6, 0% form. Wrexham coming to this just 1 defeat, 1 draw, and the last 6, the rest have been wins, 92% form for them at the moment. Last time around, though, in Weymouth, it was a 3-2 win for Wrexham back in, of course, December 2020. The reverse fixture was a 1-0 win for Wrexham, of course, back in December this campaign. Weymouth haven't scored a goal in the back-to-back games, of course. Wrexham scoring 9 goals in the past 2 games combined. Of course, no odds on this one because I have no idea if it's going to go ahead, but I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Wrexham for me on this one. Next, of course, we have Halifax Town up against Wealdstone. Let's get the deep end on this one then, shall we? Coming at you as well on the 2nd of April. Now, these two sides have played each other 3 times since 2022, and so Halifax 1 for Wealdstone and 0 draws. Of course, Halifax Town, though, back-to-back defeats, 67% form for them right now. Up against the Wealdstone side, of course, 1-2, lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6, 50% form for them. At the moment, last time around, though, in Halifax, it was a 1-0 win for Wealdstone. That's back in November 2020. The reverse fixture in Wealdstone was a 1-0 win for Halifax back in December. Halifax, though, haven't won in a couple of games, of course, coming into this. On the back of a bit of a shock result against Lynn, 2-0 loss it was. Meanwhile, Wealdstone with a 1-1 draw against Bromley. The odds on this one go in favour of Halifax Town. They are the hosts, and of course, they are the favourites. That's where I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Halifax to take it to the house. Next up, of course, we have Solihull Moors taking on Maidenhead. That's right, coming at you at Solihull, coming at you as well on the 2nd of April. Now, these two sides played each other 9 times, 2017, 4 wins apiece and 1 draw. Just 1 defeat, though, in the past 6 games to Solihull Moors, 67% form. They've actually won 3 on the bounce. Up against the Maidenhead side, of course, just 1 win and 6 for them, 25% form for them at the moment. Last time played each other, though, in Solihull, it was a 1-1 draw. That was back in March 2021. The reverse fixture in Maidenhead back in December was a 4-0 win for Solihull Moors as well. Solihull Moors picking up a 3-2 win over Woking last time around. Maidenhead with a 2-1 loss against Barnet. And of course, the hosts are your favourites, so back them all the way. 2-0 win for me for Solihull Moors to take the W. And of course, again, they're in the playoff mix as well. Kicking on forward into the final 2 now. It's Southend United. Is it too little too late for them? Up against, of course, Notts County. Now, they played each other 7 times in 1984. 3 wins for Southend, 2 for Notts County, and 2 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 4 for Southend right now. 42% form for them. Up against the Notts County side, just unbeaten in the last 3, picking up 2 wins and a draw. That's 50% form over the last 6. 1-2, lost 2 and draw 2 over the last 6. Coming at you, though, last time around at Roots Hall was in League 2 back in January 2005. It was a 0-0 draw. The reverse fixture in Notts County back in, of course, December was a 4-1 win for Notts County as well. Of course, Notts County picking up a 1-1 draw against Chesterfield. Southend haven't won in back-to-back games. Goodness gracious me. So they'll be looking at the result on that one. Of course, the bookies' odds for here are actually Notts County with the favourites on this one. Southend, your underdogs. For me, going to go with a 2-1 win for Southend United on this one. And then finally, wrapping up, of course, it is Stockport County up against Torquay, or is it? I don't even know. Again, it looks like it's been pushed to May. We'll talk about it anyway. Played the 14 times, 2004, 3 for Stockport, 8 for Torquay, and 3 draws, of course. Stockport, though, 6 wins on the bounce up against the Torquay side. Just 1 defeat the past 6 for them, 67% form for them at the moment. Last time played each other, of course, in Stockport was a 2-2 draw back in May 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Torquay was a 2-1 win for Torquay back in December. Torquay, of course, coming into this on the back of successive wins, 7 goals without conceding a goal in back-to-back clean sheets. Stockport also coming to this on back-to-back clean sheets, scoring 5 goals without return. No odds. I don't know if it's going to go ahead, but if it does, I would have went with a 3-1 win for Stockport County on this one. That's, of course, my pickaroos. Be sure to get your own pickaroos as well. /non-league in what will be a action-packed episode or a weekend of football over in the Vanarama National League. According to my eyes, I see 8 games. So 8 games that will actually take place. Anyway, that's it. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, check things down on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon. But until then, boys, we're done for here for now.